There we go. Should be live now. I I wanted to come on and let y'all know, what was going on, all that good stuff, 'cause it's been a little busy. It's been a little busy here the last few days. Man, it's kind of even hard to explain everything that's going on. Top chat. Let me get live chat going. There we go. Got that going. All right, man. I can't even begin to tell you. We've went through a lot of training stuff. The guy Kylo's really thorough about his training. Hey, Dolores, and I've gotten bruises. Obviously, I got bruises. I don't know if y'all can see the bruises on my arm. This is not like from falling and getting hurt or anything. This is actually when we tried the motor on and we had the risers up in between our arms and the swing arms. It was pushing against my arm, which caused this bruise. But hey, I'm doing 110%. Today it was raining all morning, but that has stopped and now it's drying out. He's got new students coming in today also. Pardon me, and I think when the new students come in, uh, myself and another guy named Kevin, we're both at the same. Yeah, that cottonmouth. Oh my God, Dolores, we're going to talk about that in a second. Myself and Kevin, Kylo pretty much says are ready to fly. We're ready. We just haven't done it yet. So the next time we do something, it's probably going to be our first flight, which will be awesome. Yeah, I'm nervous. I think anybody would be, but he really keeps you calm about it. Explains everything, what you should do in every situation, no matter what happens, whether comms go out or whatever. And I know he's going to go through this talk again before we actually take flight, so I'm ready for that. Bill, how's it going? Oh man, you're missing it. We're down here training, dude. Where you been, Bill? Yeah, been training with Kylo. We were out on the field yesterday. I'm sure you've been to SpringHill Airport, and I'm sitting there kiting the wing. And Kyle told me to build a wall with my glider, right? So I built the wall, and he's like, dude, I'm done. He's like, I ain't got nothing else to teach you. And as soon as he walked away from me, he jumped in the air, and he's like, holy crap. The cottonmouth struck at him. It missed him, thank God. But the cottonmouth struck at him, and then I got up. Oh, working. Okay, Bill, I completely understand that. And then we went over there. I took a video of the cottonmouth. I posted it on Kylo's Paramotor group, which is it's a short video, but you can see the snake. It wasn't like a gigantic cottonmouth, but it was a good 2 feet long, I'd say. He's 2 feet long, easy. And Kylo wanted to just get rid of it. That is, oh my God. I love you for thinking 2 feet is that long, but you saw the video of the cottonmouth? Yeah, Bill, and Kyle was like, I don't usually see snakes out here in the field like this. He's like, when there's tall grass, yeah, but the grass is cut, and this thing was just laying out in the middle of the grass right where we just thought it was something black on the ground, and I can't believe I was kiting right there. I literally could have stepped on that snake. And I was in shorts and tennis shoes, so it could have bit me really easy. At least Kyle had on long pants and some thick leather shoes, but that was crazy. Yesterday the wind was, man, the wind. I guess we'd have. It was between 7 to 10 miles an hour, and nope. Saturday is the day I'll be leaving, Bill, unfortunately. Friday will be my last day here. Hopefully I get to fly before Friday, but we can't guarantee, obviously he can't guarantee that. Even if not, I've truly enjoyed training with him regardless. He definitely is really thorough about everything he teaches you. He shows you stuff you really don't even have to know, but it's helpful to know, which I really appreciate that. Get video. I'm getting video, Bill. Trust me. I got a 360 camera. I got a fake GoPro. I got a cell phone. I got an Osmo Pocket. I'll get video. The 360 video, it's weird because it only gets stuff if you're pretty close to it, like, a few hundred feet. If you're further than that, it's going to look like a speck, especially if I'm in the sky. So I'll try to get video with the 360, and then maybe I'll have to edit, which I hate doing, and put in video from the cell phone or something when I'm in the sky. If I get in the sky, hopefully, crossing fingers. Um, but yeah, we went somewhere ate yesterday, and then today it's funny because Kyle invited us. He's like, "Hey, y'all want to go to crawfish hole number 2?" And I thought that just meant the second place to eat, but the place is actually called crawfish hole number 2. And I'm like, okay. I've never had crawfish before, um, but I had some today. It's actually really good. I'm not a big seafood guy, but Kylo got 10 pounds of crawfish, and he was going to eat every bit of it, but he did save a little bit for his family, which I thought was nice. He's like, I'll take a little bit back to them. But yeah, the rain stopped. It was pouring down here. We actually had water inside our hotel room from some strange event. I don't know how we got water in here, but as long as they don't blame me for it, we didn't bring no water in here. We didn't even go outside. It was raining. We were done. Um, some of those wings that he has are single cell wings instead of dual cell wings. Depending on the amount of wind you got, that's what you want to practice kiting with. So we were swapping back and forth yesterday because the wind was just nuts. It was blowing hard. I mean, 14 to 20, I'd say, and the windsock was really it was almost completely pegged. Even the big windsock for the planes, it wasn't quite all the way pegged. So I guess that's maybe about 10 miles an hour, but the gust, we were getting these sudden gusts. So you're sitting there kiting the wing, and then all of a sudden, bam, a strong gust would hit you and almost yanked me up off the ground. That's when we were like, yeah, we need to put the kites up. Kyle had to leave to go to the pharmacy, so Kevin and I were kiting, and then the wind started literally about to pick us up off the ground. That's when we put the kites up. I would rather put the kites up or the gliders up. I don't know why I keep saying you're kiting, but it's a glider. I'd rather put those up than end up in a tree somewhere, Call Kyle, hey, do you got a ladder to get us out of this tree? Because it was definitely yank territory. I got a lot longer video when Kyle was showing us how to go through the different motions when you're flying with a motor on your back. We were hanging, we were on one of his hang trainer deals with the motor on our back, going through throttle control and weight shift. That's how I got this bruise on my arm. Look at that. This is a newbie paramotor bruise right here. That's how you get yeah, Friday looks good. Well, maybe that'll be the day I fly, Bill. Jeez. No, I don't want to fry. I don't want to fry. But, excuse me, I think Kyle is now going to incorporate snake checks before, and every time we go to the airport now, he's going to do a quick snake check, because that literally snuck right up on us. We did not see that snake at all until it was right against us, and like, holy crap, didn't even see that. But he had one of those little grabber things, like you can get to grab stuff off a shelf. So he was able to pick up the snake with that, which I'm glad he had that in his truck. And then he took it way over to the other side of the airport where all that overgrown grass is and stuff, and let it go over there. So the snake is still alive. Munchkin was having a fit. Don't kill the snake. Don't kill the snake. You were too. The snake didn't do anything to you. Leave the snake alone, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, the snake is alive, but hopefully far enough away from the field that he doesn't return back to the field. I'm hoping, even with the new students that are coming in today, he had one that was coming in. It's only 3 p.m. here where I'm at now, so he said he had a student coming in at 1, so they should have already been here a couple hours. Now, I know if he was flying in, or she, I don't know, If they were coming in at 1 o'clock, then they have to drive from Shreveport over to here and then go and meet with Kyle. But it's like I told Kyle, if you're going to do stuff with the new students and teach them the beginning stuff all over again, I don't mind sitting in there and listening again, because I'm learning something every day here. Every day. It's not like you're just sitting around doing nothing. Even when it's raining, we go and do classwork or something. So if y'all ever have a desire to go and do paramotoring, I would highly recommend going and training with Kyle. I mean, if unless you are very afraid of Stickville, like being out in the country, because there's not a lot here. There's one Taco Bell, one McDonald's, a Walmart, a Dollar General, a Piggly Wiggly. Yeah, oh my God, they sell liquor not only in the grocery store, but in Walmart. You can go in Walmart and buy liquor. That just does not happen in our state. In Georgia, for sure. In Virginia, no. In Virginia, there's ABC liquor stores. Here, there's drive-through liquor stores. There's liquor inside the grocery store and the Walmart. Buy liquor anywhere. Yeah, I'm fine, Frankenmeiser. The snake was scary. It was just a little past sunset. So we were just finishing up kiting anyway. I had just done the wall thing, and then that's when Kyle was like, "Oh man, you got it. I don't need to teach you anything else." And I put that down. I put the wing down, and then that's when Kyle had to jump because the snake struck at him, and he's like, "Whoa, crap!" And I tried to build another wall after that, after they moved the snake off to a safe zone, and my heart was still beating so hard I couldn't. I was tired. I've been kiting all day. This is the most exercise I've gotten in years. But this is the cool thing about that. Hey, Dom Long. The cool thing about this exercise is it's fun exercise. You're definitely getting a workout, but it doesn't bother me at all because I enjoy doing it. So if it's an exercise you enjoy doing, obviously you're going to be like, hey, I didn't even know, because I don't know how many times I've gotten done kiting, and I mean, I've only been here, 4 or 5 days, and took my kiting harness off, and I was sweating and didn't even know I was sweating, because my mind's just completely focused on kiting that wing and doing it correctly. The main thing I would say to anybody that was learning kiting is, it's almost like if you've ever flown an RC airplane, when you're flying away from you and you turn left, right, it goes left, right. If you're coming back towards you, it's the opposite. If you turn left, the plane's going to go to your right. If you turn right, it's going to go left. So when you're reverse kiting, you're trying to, if your wing's going over this direction, then you're pulling on your right hand, but it's actually pulling from you looking at the wing, the left side of the wing, and you're twisting your body, and it's bringing the wing back up. It's just a whole pendulum thing that your mind has to connect with before you realize what makes what work, but once it clicks, you just start getting the hang of it, and it takes some people longer. One of the guys that was here, the guys from Las Vegas, we had John and Riley. And John, I don't know how long he's been training, but I think he already had his own glider, and he's been down here a couple weeks, and he had to go back yesterday, and he just got to the point where Kyle was about to put him up in the air, and they had to leave, which is unfortunate, but hopefully, those guys continue to work at it and they get up in the air. I'm hoping. I kite a lot before flying. Bill, I don't blame you. It's like I told her, kiting is so important in this. It's a good day to it's good to go out and kite all the time. It's fun to do. You would think doing that wouldn't be fun, but it's actually really fun to do. I thought it was going to make my neck hurt really bad from looking up at the wing and stuff, but reverse kiting, you're looking up at your wing, but when you're going forward, you're just trying to look forward and feel which way the wing is going, whether it's going to the left, whether it's going to the right, and then adjust for that, which basically, like if you're facing forward and the ring goes to the right, you would think, oh, you need to run left. No, you need to run right to get under the wing. You got to think of the pendulum. So if the wing's going this way, you have to run under it and pull on the opposite brake, and that'll bring the wing back straight over your head. Once it's straight, then you pretty much don't have to have any brake on, and you're going straight forward. And that's where the motor comes into effect. The motor pushes you. So as the motor's pushing you, then you apply a little bit of brake right up in the air. Simple as that. It sounds simple, but there's a lot involved to it. And people that come up, like, I was telling Kyle, I bet you there's a lot of people that just go, hey, can I fly that? And he's like, well, I have had people that, like when he flies on the beach, come up and go, hey, how much to rent that for an hour? So these people that think they can just put it on their back and go, they would be dead. He pretty much tells them the retail price of the whole unit, because that's what it would be. It would literally destroy it if somebody that didn't know what they were doing tried to fly his wing. It'd kill his paramotor, probably kill the person, and who knows what else. So yeah, those kind of things don't get rented. They can rent out jet skis and stuff, but yeah, paramotor is not one of those things. I mean, you can go paragliding or parasailing, I should say, behind a boat, because that's nothing. I mean, you're just getting pulled behind a rope. But yeah, I will say though, me and Kevin really have clicked. Kevin's from Colorado and Hawaii, so he travels between Colorado and Hawaii a lot. Much skinnier guy than I am. Adam 80 is going to work perfect for him. I mean, even an Adam 80 will get me in the air too. The only difference between the Adam 80 or getting something like a 185, whether it be, Tornado or whatever, Vitarazi, whatever motor you decide to get, McFly, the difference in the power brings you, learn to kite with your eyes closed. That's a good idea, Bill. It's just how quick you can gain altitude. It's not really needed, and it's almost better to have the lower CC motor, because you can gradually get into the power and come up slow. You should never be or put yourself in a situation to where you need to climb so fast that you're trying to avoid danger, like power lines or trees or anything like that. You shouldn't even be in that situation to start off with. So must take him a long time to do that by gliding. To do what, Dom Long? Sounds like you're having fun. Good to see that you have not crashed yet. No, well, crashed. I haven't been in the air yet, Dom Long, so I couldn't crash. And I really don't think after all the training Kyle's done that would happen. Now my landing might be a little rocky. I've been solely watching video after video and listening to everything that Kyle's told me about the flare and flaring too soon, how dangerous that can be. And the danger zones between 100 feet off the ground, 50 feet off the ground, 20, 30, 10, and where to flare at. If you flare too quick, basically what happens is, as you're coming into land, and if you flare, because you can't, this is the whole thing, right? When you're coming down, if you start your flare and you're too early, and then you go, well, I'll just flare again. No, it doesn't work like that. The glider runs out of steam. You need that speed. So as you're coming in with the speed and you start your flare, that's it. So you want to wait until you get really close to the ground before you start flaring. And then you'll level out, and as your feet start to touch the ground, you finish out your flare and you're done. The problem lies in people think that the ground is coming too fast at them, so they flare too early. And when that happens, you flare, and if the ground's here, you'll flare and you'll go up in the air and then straight back down. It's almost like jumping off 10-foot building, 20-foot building. Depends on how high you flare up. I mean, some people flare and go way up, and if that happens, you're going to come down really hard, not only hurting yourself, but also the paramotor. Hopefully your engine's off. Unless you're doing some type of touch and go, your engine should be off, because you don't want that motor, that propeller spinning in the back, because it'll come in contact with your entire frame and just break everything. The prop, your net. Yeah, you don't want that happening. If anything at all, before I even get a paramotor, I want to get a kiting harness from Kyle. I'm going to pick up a wing so that I can just sit back in Virginia at a field somewhere with a decent wind blowing, maybe get a windsock also, and just kite over and over and over until I got that down. Like Kyle was doing some cool stunt moves with the kite, and I'm like, yeah, I'm nowhere near that. He was literally 360 in the wing, back and forth, and I'm like, yeah, that's I'm not going to even attempt that, but that's cool to see. The Cobra thing I've done a couple times, but by accident. Kyle knows how to do it by experience. I did it by accident because my wing had went down and I cobraed the thing back up. But I don't know if I could do it again if somebody goes, all right, Cobra right now. I don't know if I could do that again. Do not buy a paramotor. Dolores is, boy, she's all on your side, I guess. Oh, traveling between Hawaii. Well, Bill, I give full credit to Kyle. The man really knows what he's talking about. I wouldn't just blow smoke up his butt. He really does know what he's talking about. And if you just pay attention to what he tells you and do it that way, like there's people that he was training and they were like, well, I don't want to do it that way. I want to do it this way. And I'm like, see, if you do that on your own later, fine. But while the man's teaching you, do it his way. And honestly, the way he shows it, I think is the best way. So why not do it that way? Especially clipping in. Do it the way he showed you. Don't do the whole flip your harness back over and then hope you got it. No, I don't like that. Is Munchkin enjoying herself? She just threw her hands up. I don't know. I mean, we have had some good food down here, but it's not like there's a lot to do down here. DeMillan, it's really is the sticks. We just let me show you the name of one of these restaurants we just went by. It's hilarious.
You want to see his new pajama pants, though?
Yeah, I got some golden girl. I got some golden girl pajama pants. Look at that. We just passed that a second ago. Homemade. Eat in or carry out. You can get some homemade. I don't know why I wasn't showing. Oh, it's showing blurry because that camera don't have autofocus. There, back there, it'll be good. There's the crawfish that Kyle was eating. Oh, wow, I took a weird picture. But, yeah, this was like nothing. This is one of the plates he ate. There's another one of the plates he ate. He had 10 pounds of crawfish. 10 pounds. And how long did it take him to eat all that? 30 minutes, maybe? He blew through that stuff. He trained you well. Ah, Bill, well, if he trains you, well, then there you go. You know all about it. Food made by hose. Yeah, I think so, Dolores.
Well, it was closed down, so that hoe didn't make whatever it was she did.
Yeah, it looked like it was closed down. Like they had stopped, like the
hose
business
stopped
is gone. It keeps them off the street corners. Oh, my goodness. Right now, what we're doing is we got through eating lunch, and like I said, it's only 3:20 here. So I think he was trying to wait till the Newtons. Yeah, Bill, that's what I'm hoping too.
Trying to
That
wait for the what? Did you call them Newtons?
No, I said new students.
No, you said Newtons.
Newtons? Come on. Okay, I'm gonna have to watch that back. New phone. Who is this? Aries, please.
Phone, who dis?
New phone. Who this? Who that is? Who that is? Bill, I want to ask you this. Was your first flight hard? Like, did you have to think really hard when you were taking off? Did you stumble when you first took off? Did you land okay? Did you do a butt landing? How did it go, Bill? What's up, Aries? We're down here in Hodunk. Louisiana. That's Spring Hill. uh, I stumble anytime I move. Well, yeah. Aries, even you could paramotor. You could hell, you could do it with a trike if you wanted to, if you had a desire to fly. A one stoplight town, they might have two or three stoplights. Yeah, Aries, we ran into that cottonmouth yesterday, and that was like, oh my goodness, there's a snake right here. I don't run into snakes like that. The ones we run into are all harmless snakes, not poisonous snakes. Cottonmouth, water moccasin, whatever you want to call it, that's what it was. But it didn't get to bite anybody, which is cool. But I'm in the middle, two stoplights. Okay, there you go. I um where there's one, there's two. Yeah. Well, we looked around for more snakes, Aries. We did. Didn't see any more. But we will be checking. Um, we will be checking the field before we go back out there. See, that's the whole thing, right? You're kiting. You're not looking down at the ground. You're either looking out ahead or up at your wing. So I never saw the snake. I'm literally walking all around the thing. Don't know how I didn't get bit, because it literally was 5 feet to my left and maybe 3 or 4 feet in front of me. So if I would have caught another wind and it pulled me over that direction, I'd have been right on top of it. So, I got video of when we were doing the training, the hang training, but that I took with the 360 camera, and that's going to take forever to upload, especially from a hotel in the middle of nowhere. Um, so, yeah, it was definitely hissing, Aries. I didn't get it on video. Um, he opened his mouth twice, right. And then when Kyle went to grab him, he opened his mouth and showed his fangs, and I was like, oh, yeah, I don't want none of that. It's like you waited all your mind. You know what, Bill? That's exactly the way I feel about it. I've always wanted to do this, and I just, never had the opportunity. And now that I have the opportunity, I'm really hoping that I do get to fly before I have to come back to plain old work life, Um, and I really want to get that flight in, so I'll know how much I really enjoy it to know whether I want to make that, investment into a paramotor. They're not cheap. They're definitely not cheap. So you got to know that's something you want to do. And a lot of people, they don't care about the price, but then having the time or the space to be able to fly is another issue. Those things will chase you. Well, I'm glad that this one didn't chase us, Aries.
He wasn't that bold.
They would have saw me run like a little girl. I'm out of here. So we're waiting now if his students show up, he's gonna text us and say, hey, let's meet at the airport or something, and then we'll go through some more training. Maybe he'll let us do some more kiting. Who knows? If the weather's right, we may fly tonight. If we fly tonight, I'm gonna have to have everything ready so I'm gonna try to get some recording of it. Obviously, you're not gonna get the audio and stuff from my headset because I'll be talking straight to Kyle, but we'll see how it goes. I have no idea. I will definitely share my experience with everybody, though. It's gonna be so cool. I know Kevin's really looking forward to it. He wants to fly so bad. And I'm like, dude, we're right there. We're both ready. He's already told us, y'all are ready. We're just looking for the right time to do it. And that's all it is now. Do you have to stay off the liquor for all of this? Jamilin, believe it or not, he did not say that we were not allowed to drink or anything like that. I haven't. I mean, we had one drink late last night, but it was rum. Oh, it was the night before last? So, yeah, it's been a while. It was just, we don't have any fighting cock down here. But go to the library and use the Wi-Fi. Yeah. I mean, the Wi-Fi is okay here, Bill, but you got to think, to upload the video like that to YouTube, when I did it from home, which I have 1 gig upload, it still takes a long time because you're sending like 28 gigs of data back to YouTube. It takes forever. Now, if I trim it down and get it to like a 150-degree field of view and just film sections, then yeah, I can make the video small enough, upload it, no problem. I don't know how well the audio is yet. I haven't listened to it, but I know I recorded it all. I thought I filled up the card, but no, I've only used 86 gigs of it so far, so I still got plenty of room to record my first flight. Hopefully, whew, I'm so nervous about it, Bill. You don't even know, man. I'm nervous to death, but I feel good about it. I don't feel like, oh my God, I'm scared to death. I'm gonna die. No, that's not it at all. I'm just nervous. I want to do it. I'm ready. Kyle's cool. He's a dealer also, so if you need to buy training harnesses, wings, you name it, Kyle has all that stuff. You need to come. You need to come, Bill. We're here, man. Like I said, I'll be here till Friday night. Yeah, we leave Saturday morning, so I'll be here all that time. I'd love to see you go fly. Bill's another paramotor guy. Yeah, we've watched his videos. Bill's the one that makes those short 30-second paramotor videos, or usually, but he has made some longer ones lately. I gotta jump on Bill's case for that. It's like, Bill, your video was like 20 seconds long. I want to see your whole flight. I want to see you take off. I want to see you land. I want to see all that stuff. Exactly, Aries. You definitely got to have full focus doing something like this. I wouldn't want to not have fun. Look at Munchkin. She just laid out over there. She don't care. She laid back. Yeah, if I wasn't nervous, then something would be wrong with me, right? Did you see my bruises, Aries? This is my bruises from just basically sitting in that harness when we had the motor on, because the actual swing arms were rubbing up against my arm, and it's because I wasn't far enough back in the seat. But I mean, we hadn't adjusted it fully yet, so I couldn't tell while it was happening that it was bruising me. But all newbies get this. Yeah, well, there you go. Newbies get the pain train. Yeah, Kevin has the same bruises, so it's like, it didn't just get me, it got him too. It's amazing, though, that little Atom 80 has that much power. And I know y'all haven't seen the video yet, but when I got that motor on my back, he lets you lean back. So I'm literally have 2 feet placed on the ground, leaning back with the fan pushing me in the air so that I don't fall backwards. The air that it's pushing from that thing keeps you from falling back. It's a crazy feeling. And then it'll literally push you forward. He doesn't approve of first flight videos. Yeah, I didn't think so, Bill. Dolores, I was talking about Kevin. Kevin's another guy that's down here training right now with me. He's the one that travels back and forth between Colorado and Hawaii. So he gets up in the air and immediately wants back down. Yeah, no, Bill, this is the thing. I'm not going to be the one videotaping it. She will. I'm definitely not going to be trying to take a camera with me on the flight. That's not happening. I know better than that. Need full focus on flying. She can film all she wants. And if I flare wrong, then that's totally all my fault. He has told us over and over how to do it. So video's too long unedited. Yeah, that's true, Bill. Yeah, especially if you fly a long time up there. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not, Aries. Not at all. That's going to be totally up to Munchkin. She just needs to hit the button. There's one button you push to start recording with the 360 camera. It's going to be sitting on the tripod. she can film what she wants to with her phone, but I'm not going to have any kind of camera equipment on me. Um, yeah, not quality. Is this good content? Is this good content? Yeah. Been messing with Kyle a lot about that good content stuff. And buckling his seatbelt because he always forgets that every time he gets in the truck. I'm assuming by 4 o'clock he's going to want us to meet up there. I haven't got a message yet, but as soon as he does, I got to pack up and go. And I want to have everything ready, so when we do go, everything's ready to go.
Still impressed with the water pressure. Room smells less like ferret now.
Yeah, the room no longer smells like ferret that we're staying in.
No, it still kind of does, but
I
less.
don't really smell it anymore. The first day or so really had the ferret smell in this hotel room, but it's went away. The shower water pressure is awesome. I hate showers that just trickle out water. This one will blow you back. It's strong, which is cool. But yeah.
Room service is decent.
Yeah, room service. What's cool about we are in SpringHill, Louisiana. We are almost at the border of Arkansas and Texas. It's like the very northwest corner of Louisiana. Yeah, right by Texarkana. Yeah.
We're closer to the border of Arkansas than we are Texas.
Yeah, we're closer to Arkansas than Texas, but when we went west to that Crawdad restaurant, it's showing I-20 right there like we're about to hit Texas any minute, but yeah. It is out in the sticks. I'll give you that. The air fresheners work. We did bring some spray freshener, but I don't know if it really worked or not. I mean, we
Fabric softener sheets in the
yep, she put fabric softener sheets in the AC unit, which helped, I do believe. But I'm sure that the cleaning crew probably were like, "Hey, this room smells better now," because it does. You're familiar with it? Yeah, it's there's not a lot out here, Aries, but that's fine for me, especially for training purposes. I just hope that the winds are calm and steady instead of erratic. You don't want erratic winds like you go to set up your wing and all of a sudden the wind's blowing from a different direction. Then you got to go back and reset everything. That would be a pain in the butt. So hopefully we get some nice winds. But Kyle knows all about that stuff. He's gonna be like, no, this is not good. Yeah, the AC is working. It's been working, Dom Long. Nothing wrong with the AC here. It's a window unit, but it's a strong one. It'll freeze you out of here.
It's a window unit in one room. It's fucking cold.
There's even less between Shreveport and Texarkana. Yeah. We're a good hour drive away, I'd say, from Shreveport. So when we go to take the car back, which is a 2022 Toyota Tacoma, which is nice. It's a nice truck. Um, when the harness starts to lift, just commit. Don't jump into the seat. Bill, that's excellent advice. I do plan on doing that. It's like I told her. I know that when the wing starts to lift me, it's going to feel like all the pressure's off, that I'm in the air. I know better than that. If I can still feel the ground, I'm going to keep running until I know I'm maybe 2, 3 feet in the air before I even go, okay, I'm in the air. I'm still going to continue to hang until he says, okay, now get in your seat. I know that once I get that high, though, I can start to let off the brakes. So I'm going to do that and just continue to climb. Then he'll say, all right, now I want you to get in your seat, and then I'll get in my seat and just enjoy it. Bill, I know you're having a great time just flying around everywhere. I hope I can do that someday. Yeah, that's Cotton Valley. Yeah, there you go, Bill. Yep. My internet is playing up. Uh-oh. That's not good. Well, I'm in a hotel internet. It only does so good. I'm sure it kind of sucks, actually. I tried to turn the bit rate down and everything so it wouldn't try to force too much. I don't have any of my stuff loaded on this laptop, which I thought I did, but I forgot before I came down here. So no intro, none of that good stuff that I usually have on most of my videos. But even Dewey's, Deweese. Wow, I can't believe I got her name right. She's got a video on YouTube that shows where she flipped her trike and ripped a good portion of skin off her hand. Her hand looks way better, and she came to Kyle to, do some buggy training or some trike training. That's why we did the, you're south of Shreveport. Okay, Bill, cool. So she came here because she trained with Gorilla, and she just thinks that Kyle has taught her a little more. Nothing against Gorilla. It's just Kyle's taught her stuff that she didn't know. But that's the same with any kind of teacher, I guess. You're going to learn something that some other teacher didn't tell you. So I don't think that Deweese had anything bad to say about Gorilla. It's just she said she learned more from Kyle. So okay, wow. John Q, it's awesome. Loved your comment. That made my day right there. That whole thing, you was like,
Hell no.
hell no. If I'm gonna die by paramotoring, it's gonna be by crashing into the ground like the good Lord intended, not by a snake. That's freaking hilarious. That made my day. That was funny crap. I told Kyle that too. That was freaking funny. Got pulled over. Buffer hell. I'm sorry, guys. See, that's why I don't like casting from a freaking hotel. All right. Well, that's my update. Like I said, Kyle thinks we're ready. So within either today